Hello and welcome to this very special Hangout on Air from Suntico for companies that use Sage 50 accounting software. Today, we're talking about an alternative to Sage Life for companies that use Sage 50. In other words, how you can take advantage of many of the concepts and techniques being promoted by Sage with Sage Life, but without having to replace your Sage 50 accounting software and migrate to a larger, more expensive system. So at the end of today, I hope that I will show you what it would be like to have a warp drive for your Sage 50 and where you can apply your Sage 50 as an enterprise system, Sage 50 for the enterprise. And we'll look at one of the most common use cases for Suntico, which is to deliver Sage 50 data and collaboration and interaction with your star trekking reps. My name is Hugh Johnson. I'm Head of Business Development at Suntico. And if you want to get in touch with me after this Hangout on Air, of course, please do so. I would welcome your comments and questions. And you can reach me on the usual social channels or by email at hugh.johnson@suntico.com. And please, if you like this Hangout on Air, please share it with your friends and followers on your social networks. But first, the question about why. Why are we doing this and what are we doing? What it is that we're doing is we're applying a social layer and social collaborative layer on top of your Sage 50 data to support better collaboration across your business. And let's examine for a second why. Our target market for Suntico will be companies like yours that employ 10 to 100 people and use popular small business accounting software like Sage 50 or like QuickBooks or like other similar products. And you have invested considerable time and effort in your accounting software, in your finance function, making sure that that data is accurate and correct and kept up to date. That is a good bit about the data within your business. But businesses employing 10 to 100 people tend to be chronically unproductive. And what I mean by this is that if you compare the average business employing 10 to 100 people with the average business of any other size, your business is typically chronically unproductive. And what this means is that if you could match the productivity of a business of another size, it'd be like adding $1 million a year to your revenue line without adding a single dollar to your payroll costs. And the biggest challenge that businesses employing 10 to 100 people have is enabling people across the enterprise to work together and to find the information they need and to collaborate and find the data that they need. And most of that valuable data happens to be within your Sage 50 accounting software. So the concept that we're promoting is how to leverage that data that you've already invested in, that you've already got, and how to put that to better use across your enterprise. And specifically with Suntico, the problem we're addressing is the problem of account management. And account management in an online world for business-to-business companies who value that face-to-face customer contact. So the scenarios we're talking about is where you have front office staff, sales reps that are calling on customers, visiting customers, but the customers are already attuned to doing business in an online world. So they value the face-to-face contact. The customers value that, and you value that. But you've got to add more value to the conversation than just a rep calling and saying, I'll get back to you later on that. And what's required in today's modern world is to have that information to hand and to feed that information back to the mothership to handle queries and get answers for the client very quickly. Another way of looking at the problem is that the most valuable data in a small to medium-sized business, B2B company, is usually disconnected from the people that need it most. And the most valuable activities within the business typically start or end within the accounting software. And the data around those activities tends to be stored within the accounting software. And the people that need it most typically do not have access to that accounting software. So what is the solution we propose? The solution is not like most people propose, which is to replace your accounting software. No, it's fine. It works well for you. You've invested considerable time and effort getting it right and making sure that your data is accurate, it's up to date, and accurately reflects the business. What we're proposing in Star Trek parlance is that you beam it up. You connect your accounting data to a cloud database called Suntico, where we apply a collaborative layer that enables discussions, tasks, events, and activities to happen around that data. Much in the same way as on Facebook, on social media, you allow people to collaborate over things that matter to them in their personal lives. We facilitate that within Suntico around things that matter to them in order to get work done within the business. So what I'm going to do now is enable you to take a quick look at what I mean. I'm logged on here to the Suntico, a demo account at Suntico. And for those of you familiar with the sample Sage 50 US accounting data, we're connected to a company, a fictitious company called Bellwether Garden Supply. And what you see is a modern user interface, Windows Metro style user interface against a backdrop of your Sage 50 transactions. The first thing you'll notice is that this is cloud-based, as I suggested. And that means that you can access this through any laptop, any computer, any tablet, any smartphone that is connected to the internet. But it's not just the Sage 50 transactions and Sage 50 data that you're getting access to. You're also getting added value activities. We're adding the ability to create events, tasks, social groups, like LinkedIn, rather like LinkedIn groups. The ability to find colleagues, to follow colleagues, the ability to tag records. We're adding this additional kind of social layer onto your Sage 50 data so that you can collaborate and share data much more easily. Let's take a slightly deeper look. So first of all, what we have, of course, is your Sage 50 data. I'm pulling up a list of the sales accounts that we have within the system. And similar, I have a full list of sales invoices. I can drill down to a sales account, say Hinton Park Apartments. And within that account, I can drill down to any tasks relating to that account, any comments or postings to the wall. I'll come onto what that means in a minute. So you get a full kind of account view where not only do you see the account details, you see all the transactions, and you see all the discussions that have gone on, the internal discussions, comments, attachments, and so on related to that, as well as events and tasks related to that account. So in a very simple user interface, what you've got is a complete picture of what everybody is doing with a certain customer account across the business, whether it's a front office sales rep or a back office finance person. One of the things you'll notice is that every record within the system has these three icons. First of all, the first is a very simple bookmark. I can bookmark records. These are personal to me, so that when I log on, the most important records, whether it's a list of orders or a list of clients, they all automatically appear at the top of the list. Now that's important to me, particularly if I'm a sales rep operating out in the field and I'm operating with a small screen. I want the the records that are most important to me to appear at the top of the list. The next column is the social layer that we're adding. Every record within the system, whether it's another user or whether it's a customer or a vendor or a partner or a transaction, a sales order or a sales invoice, every record within the system has its own wall. Rather like on Facebook, every user on Facebook has their own timeline. And what people can do is you can follow a record. That's what the third column is. I can choose to follow or unfollow different records within the system. And what that means is, just like within Facebook, if I'm following somebody, it means that any postings to that record will appear on my timeline, or as we call it in Suntico, to my wall. So I can drill down to a particular record here, and I can look at the wall, for example, of Armstrong Landscaping. I can see all the comments relating, and comments and notes and discussions relating to this particular customer account. Or I can go to my wall, which is my own personal feed of information. And again, if I'm a sales rep out in the field, I might just live out of my wall. And if I'm wanting to, if I've visited a client and I just want to make a quick update, all I need to do is I can reference the client by typing at, and just start typing, say, at Armstrong Landscaping. So I'm referencing the account. Wants to try the new edge trimmer, okay? And what that does is that'll post a note to Armstrong Landscaping, to its wall, and to anybody within the business that has an interest in Armstrong Landscaping will get a notification of that update. It also means, as a rep, when I'm out in the field, if I want to make a quick update, I don't have to spend time looking up the account record and then making a note to it. I just go to the wall and attach the reference to it. And I can do that exactly the same way, whether it's the referencing an account or a transaction or so on. So that's a very quick look at Suntico. What I would invite you to do is take a look yourselves. It's not just replicating the Sage data that we have. We also have the ability to create tasks for other users, to track tasks, create events, and to establish user groups and dynamic lists and so on. So I'd invite you to take a look. To do that, all you need to do is go to our website, at suntico.com, and log in and register for access to the demo account. But that's a quick look at what's available today. While I have you, what I'd like to do is also give you a quick look at what's coming up for Suntico for Sage 50 in 2016. I discussed some of this in the last Hangout on Air, but we're talking about adding intelligence maps to the system, enable reps in the field to create quotes, orders, and invoices, to be able to take payments, to collaborate externally with other trading partners, and perhaps most significant of all, to support external web developers to create their own integrations into the system. And in fact, on that topic, what I'd like to do is introduce our very next Hangout on Air, which is on the 5th of August, where we'll be introducing our first integration, which has been done by one of our partners. And it is an integration to Microsoft Power BI. And again, Microsoft Power BI with a very collaborative cloud social layer to it. Fits very well with the concept of Suntico and a collaborative platform. So without further ado, what I'd invite you to do is, if you like the concept, please come to our website, www.suntico.com, go to the homepage and see where it says try out our demo, and just fill out the form and register for access to yourself. Thank you very much, and I hope you can join me on the 5th of August to take a look at Microsoft Power BI connected to Sage 50 through Suntico.